All right, here we are back with a Week 17 predictions video. We're joined by Efly. He's the Bills user. What's up, bro?
What's up, guys?
Absolutely glad to have him here. If anybody else is interested in doing predictions videos through the playoffs, even if you're not a playoff team, make sure you're messaging me or one of the other commissioners. That's myself. I'm the Bears user. CJ, Seahawks. Adrian, he's the Ravens. Dwayne, he's the Cowboys. Twan, he's the Titans. Saban, he's the Bengals. Uh, am I missing anybody? Oh, and Dean, of course. He's the Packers. If you believe somebody's breaking rules or something like that, make sure you're talking to one of those before mentioned commissioners, preferably with proof, because if you say they did and they say they didn't, I mean, we can't do anything for you. Um, do that moving forward. Everyone's doing a great job getting their games played. We're here in week 17. This is season 7, I think. Yeah, season 7. So definitely gonna have a season 8. Definitely gonna have a season 9. And I'm predicting, because of this whole COVID stuff, that Madden's been pushed back to mid-September at this point. I think we're going to be able to do a season 10, as long as we're not super slow and taking 48 hours every single advance, stuff like that. We should get 3 whole seasons in, which would be really exciting. I know 99% of leagues do not get 10 seasons in, so
Yeah,
that's
that'd be
really,
pretty hype.
yeah, that's something that'd be really great. Even if we have to rush the last season a little bit and do maybe 36-hour advances or something like that, I don't know. But that's the goal moving forward. So great job to everybody. Let's just keep pushing forward and get into this off season, the playoffs. I know there's a lot of excited people. The 12 teams that have made the playoffs, trying to make some pushes and things like that. So let's go ahead and get started with the weekly awards. The NFC Offensive Player of the Week, Kareem Hunt, 14 carries, 163 yards, rushing touchdown. He also had three catches for 101 yards and 2 receiving touchdowns. Good all-around day for Hunt. NFC Defensive Player of the Week, Errol Thompson led the way with 7 tackles, 2 interceptions, and a touchdown. So a good game for him in his Defensive Player of the Year push. Looks like something we're used to over there on the AFC side. What do we got, E-Fly?
Yeah, man. As soon as I opened up these weekly awards, I was like, "Damn, of course." But yeah. So you got Jay Lewis of the Bengals, wide receiver. He had 10 receptions, 163, or no, it's 183 receiving yards, and 4 touchdowns. And then you got C. Surratt, left outside linebacker, 10 tackles, 3 sacks, forced fumble, fumble recovery, and a touchdown.
Yeah,
Freaking Savon.
we know what Savon does. He racks up these awards and player goals and all kinds of stuff like that, and it becomes super fucking annoying. All right, let's go over to the yearly awards. All right, your MVP race, and I'm interested to see how this is looking here. Looks like Austin Eckler is still holding on to the award, just barely. Probably gonna need a good week this week to finish it out and get the award. He's holding off Jamie Newman right behind him, QB for the Bengals, and Tariq Cohen, the running back for the Bears. The Coach of the Year to this point looks like it's gonna be the Jets, 13-2. Broncos right behind him, and Texans right behind that. Oh,
Eckler's been like in the MVP race past 3 seasons.
yeah,
Pretty sure.
every year he does it. New user now for the Chargers. I was hoping to see if maybe that would change up. Not really sure.
Yeah.
NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Tariq Cohen, leading the way. He only needs 3 touchdowns against the Saints to break the single-season rushing touchdown record. I know that it's people always talk about the player goals and things like that to look up. Make sure you're looking at those records too and how close you're getting, because your players get a lot of XP for that as well. If you can break single-season records. Trey Sanders right behind him, and Christian Turner right behind him. So lots of running backs there. Defensive Player of the Year, Fletcher Cox leads the way, following by Errol Thompson and Dylan Moses, 2 strong middle linebackers there.
34-year-old Fletcher Cox.
Yeah,
We should put it in there.
I always say he's the ageless wonder. I mean, the man's 34 years old and he's got like 30 sacks. Like, from a defensive tackle at that. It's insane.
I think his overall is what? Oh, it's 94 still. I thought it was 84.
I think people have to double team him. If you play the Eagles, just double team Fletcher Cox and you might be okay.
How has he not regressed though? He's 94 overall.
I don't get it. Defensive tackles and defensive linemen in general just get slower. Their power moves and things like that generally don't go down all that much. They just get a lot slower. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Malik Brown, running back for the Redskins, looks like he's going to win it. Followed by Emmanuel Henderson and Gunnar Stockton, the QB for the Falcons. The Defensive Rookie of the Year, Keon Sabb, for the Eagles leads the way. He's got lots of good players over there on the defense. Followed by Shamar Stewart for the Packers. I know Dean really wants him to get that award. There's a lot of XP there for a team looking to build. And Devon Jackson for the Rams. I know none of us want him to get that award. What about the AFC side?
AFC Offense Player of the Year. We have MVP leader Austin Eckler. And then he's followed by Henry Ruggs and Zach McMichael. I think that's what it is.
Yep.
Jets Broncos. Defensive Player of the Year, we got, of course, Bengals, Chaz Surratt. Nakobe Dean from the Titans, I think he's a linebacker. And Clevion Chason.
I did not know Chasen. I didn't know Chasen's overall was that high now. He's a 99 overall.
Oh, wow. Shit. Yeah.
Wow.
That's very good. Yeah. Chaz Surratt's 87 and Nakobe Dean's 83. Not bad. 93. Okay. Defensive Rookie of the Year. We got, of course, Bengals, Joseph Lewis. Followed by Chargers, Shalik Knox. And Chiefs, Michael Drennan. And then Defensive Rookie of the Year was, oh my bad, I think I said Defensive Rookie of the Year for the last one. That was Offensive Rookie of the Year. This is Defensive Rookie of the Year. We got, of course, Bengals again. 2 Bengals, actually. Damon Sting Jr. and James Williams. And then you got the Texans, Sean Murphy. Something I want to add about the Texans, the new Texans user. I kind of blew him out last game, but he was playing pretty well. He was playing with all his subs in. He wasn't actually using his starters. He had Deshaun Watson subbed. He had his wide receiver subbed, his defense subbed.
I think where that comes from is back when he was the Vikings, he had a season. He was like 5-10. It was playing the last game of the year, and he had a star player tear their ACL out for like 40-something weeks or whatever it was, and so like they missed the beginning of the next season. So maybe he's just he's gun shy because of that, or I don't know. Maybe he's trying to build some rookies up or some young guys. It could be one of those things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just surprised to see you blow him out that much. I didn't think it would be that bad.
I mean, he was playing with his subs. He was playing with the backup QB. He was making a lot of bad throws and stuff.
Yeah, that'll happen. Let's get into this league schedule. Got a few good games of the week this week. One of them is going to be the Falcons at the Giants. We're going to go over the playoff breakdown after to explain why some of these. Actually, let's run through that right now. That way, some of these predictions make more sense and what they might mean to teams and things like that. It should only take a second. All right, when we go to the AFC side, 1 second, I'm pulling it up. AFC side, the Jets are locked into the 1 seed at 13-2. Doesn't matter if they win or lose. Titans, they clinched the 2 seed with a win. They're going to clinch the 3 seed with a loss because the Bengals have got the Lions this week. So it's either going to be a forced win or Saban playing the CPU. So that's going to be over right there. So Bengals are going to win no matter what. That's why the Bengals will clinch the 2 with a Titans loss, and they clinch the 3 with a Titans win. So either way, it's going to go like that. The Broncos are locked into the 4 seed, win or lose, because they won't have the tiebreaker over the Bengals. Bills are 12-3. They clinched the 5 seed with a win. They clinched the 6 seed with a loss and a Pats win. And then the Patriots only can clinch the 5 with a win and a Bills loss. Any other scenario, they clinch the 6. It's really interesting because most people don't want to play Savan, who's going to get the 3 seed. But Pats is saying he wants him. He wants all that smoke. So I guess if maybe if you lose, he loses on purpose. I don't know. But
I just want to add. Last season, it was the same scenario for me. Week 17. If I won, I got the 5th seed. If I lost, I got the 6th seed to the Dolphins. And I played Dolphins last season, week 17. I played this season, week 17. So it's the same. It's weird. It's just the same scenario. If I win, I get the 5th seed. If I lose, I get the 6th seed.
Yeah, lots of deja vu there.
Yeah.
I know the Dolphins will be playing tough for that. On the NFC side, Jimmy leads the way currently. He clinches the 1 seed with a win or with a Bears loss. The only way he can get the 2 seed is if the Bears were to win and he were to lose. The Bears only clinch the 1 seed with a win and a Rams loss. Is the only way. They clinch the 3 seed with a loss and a Falcons win. That would be really, really disappointing. In any other scenario other than that, they're going to clinch the 2 seed, though. If they win and the Falcons win, then they'll get the 2. If they lose and the Falcons lose, then they'll get the 2. If they win and the Rams win, they'll get the 2. So on and so forth. The only way the Falcons can clinch the 2 seed is with a win and a Bears loss. They can only way they can clinch the 4 seed is with a loss and an Eagles win. That's the only way you can drop down to 4. Any other scenario other than that, they're going to clinch the 3 seed. Like I said, if they lose and the Eagles lose, they win and the Eagles win, so on and so forth. Eagles, the only way they can clinch the 3 seed is with a win and a Falcons loss. Any other scenario, they end in the 4 seed. The Cardinals are sitting in the first wild card spot. All they got to do is win. They clinch the 5th spot, and they'll play Eagles or Falcons in the first round. If they were to lose, then they need the Giants to lose too to clinch the 5. If they lose and the Giants win, then they'll fall back to the 6th seed. And like I just said, the Giants, only way they can clinch the 5 is with a win and a Cards loss. Any other scenario, they're gonna get the 6th seed. It's really interesting because they play the Falcons this week. So let's say the Falcons win over them. Well, then that means in the first round of the playoffs, the Falcons will have the Giants again in a rematch game. It actually happened to Noob last year too. He played the Saints week 17 and then played the Saints again in the first round of the playoffs. So it'll be interesting to see how that ends up. Man, the Vikings just keep winning games. That's annoying. See, the record's up to 7 and something now. All right, let's get into these predictions. Games of the week are going to be the Falcons at the Giants, the Bears at the Saints, and the Patriots at the Ravens. Just because I thought that would be a super interesting game. It's definitely going to matter if he wins or loses. All right, you ready, Efly? First, we got the Raiders at the Texans. Daddy Leagues has already been updated. You know, Twan's been playing. He's been playing kind of down these past few weeks. He's really got something figured out for the off season. He's talked to me about it. I'm really excited to see how that's going to work out. He's got an opponent here who's 3-12. He's 12-3, so he should get the W nonetheless. Raiders' offense has been anemic lately, so I'm going to take the Titans here by a lot of points. This will be a good building game for him moving into the playoffs. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm taking Twan. Raiders are just they have not been good. No disrespect, but yeah, I'm just taking Twan in this one. He's probably getting some revenge after the last 2 weeks, especially after he got shut out, right?
Yeah, he was shut out 24-0 by the Jets last week. Had some real key. I won't say mistakes, but you know when you play that Jets team, the team is so good. Sometimes they make plays. I know he had a big fumble with John Ross, which was super disappointing. Dude caught the pass and a long pass and then fumbled the ball. Bad. Next we got the Panthers at the Bucks. Panthers are 2-13. Bucks are 6-9. Both of them played tough last week. Bucks almost actually pulled the upset on the Falcons. They were leading 14-0 early, but so I know both of them are looking to move into the offseason with a victory over division rival here. I haven't really seen the Panthers player all that much. I know that the Bucks player is the old Chiefs player. He's got a good offense, plays tough defense, and with this 99 overall team, I think he has potential to be a playoff team next year for sure. I'm gonna stick with the Bucks here. The team is just too good for me. What do you think?
I actually played the Panthers in Week 15. I know they're a new user, but he played really well against me. I think I only beat him by like 9, 11 points, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think it's gonna be a close game. I mean, yeah, Bucks gave up a 14-0 lead against the Falcons. I think he's still trying to figure out his team, but like you said, like Bucks are like a 99 overall team, something like that. So I think Bucks are going to take this one in a close one for sure. But Panthers definitely has like some fire lit in him. I think he could make a run for that division next season for sure.
I like it. Next, we got the Eagles 10-5 versus the Packers 1-14. I know that Dean was talking to me about pulling off the upset in this game earlier. He played very well against me, which I have a good defense, and the Eagles have a really good defense as well. So he's looking forward to that. Running quarterback is his X factor. He's mentioned in chat about trading the quarterback for like a early first or something like that. I told him I think that's his potential right there. It's something that it's different. You know, when you play the Bears, you got to deal with Tariq Cohen and how elusive he is. When you play other teams and things like that, maybe they've got that certain player coming off the edge or a certain player at wide receiver that you really have to deal with. I think Dean's is definitely that QB. That being said, I'm really inconsistent with my play. The Eagles is not generally as bad about that. He's got a really strong defense, especially a D-line. So I'm going to take the Eagles here. I think that he's going to do just enough to beat the Packers on the road. What about you?
Yeah, honestly, I think I'm going to take Eagles in this one for sure. Um, they've been playing really good this season. I think maybe I don't know if it's their best season yet, but they've been playing really good. I watched like maybe two of their games. Dean, I know Dean's just coming back, and he's been talking about like maybe he might lose that first round pick or whatever, that first overall pick. But I think he's gonna get that first overall pick with the L right here. I'm taking Eagles in a close one.
All right. Let's go ahead and move all the way down to Chiefs versus Steelers. I know Chiefs just messaged me yesterday that he's done for the year on his side. He's like 7-8, something like that. So he's just gonna take some time off for a little bit. Steelers hasn't played his last few games. He's 2-13 at the moment, so this game is probably gonna be a fair sim. I would assume. Next we have the Jets at the Browns. Jets 13-2. Browns are 8-7. Um, Strong run game for the Browns. I think is what it's going to take to keep in this game with the Jets. Low turnovers, definitely going to need to put those running backs on conservative so they're not getting the hell beat out of them. Um, it's going to be interesting. I think this game has potential to be really really close. I'm going to take the Jets to win, but I'm only going to say about 10 points, maybe 7. Um, Probably force a turnover late in the fourth or something like that. Get points off of it. What about you? You know Chris in that division very well, so what do you think?
Man, I feel bad for Leslie. He went like 4-0, I think 5-0 beginning of the season.
Yeah.
And then I think I ended that streak, and then like after that, what you said his record's like 7-8 now or something.
8-5. You beat him, and then I
Eight
beat
and
him
five.
back-to-back weeks, and then he kind of just it
Yeah,
never
he
caught
kind of
back
just
up.
fell.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I'm taking Chris. I'm taking the Jets in this one. I think Jets are gonna blow him out.
Wow.
I don't think Leslie's gonna like try anything in this game. He might test out a new playbook or something, or forget to use his playbook. I don't know. I'm
I,
taking Jets in this one.
I believe he likes to take down giants, David and Goliath. I think the running back's definitely going to be there. It'll be a real close game. All right, next we got the Seahawks at the 49ers. Seahawks are 7-8, looking to get back to 500. He was like 4-8, so he's doing really well late in the season. If he just played his games early in the year, he'd probably be a playoff team, to be honest. 49ers 5-9-1. He's played some people real fucking tough over the last few weeks. I mean, he tied the Cardinals for their tie, and he almost beat the Titans. And he's playing people real tough. He's not what his record is. Very tough division. I think this could be a relatively close game, but I think that what he struggles against is the pass predominantly. I think the Seahawks do that better than pretty much any team in the league. So I'm going to take CJ and Seahawks here big. What about you?
Yeah, honestly, I don't know. This is gonna be a close one for sure. I think I'm gonna take 49ers in this one though. Not against CJ, but like you said, 49ers played some really good ball. Um, who did he play the other day? He let the clock run out. Was it Twong?
It was
Yeah,
Twan,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I'm taking 49ers in this one.
All right, real good defensive user. Real close game last week. Lost 16-7 to Herc. Got the Rams at the Cardinals. I'm all team Cardinals here. I like to see
Jimmy's
Kyle.
losing.
What'd you say? You said
Jimmy's losing.
Jimmy's losing. Wow, real upfront about it. Well, I'll take your pick first. And I'll get into my side. So why is Jimmy gonna lose this game?
Honestly, I think he's gonna. I mean, just like he did last season, he kind of fell off. What did he make? Did he only make division round last playoffs?
No, he got a bye last year, but he played the Lions in the second round and lost the game. Eventual
Yeah.
Super Bowl Lions.
So I don't know. Cardinals is a really good user. I played him a couple times. I played Jimmy once, I think. But like I've watched his games a lot. I mean, he beat Savon one season. I think it'll be a close one. I think Jimmy's gonna make a couple mistakes. I don't know if he sings a couple songs before he plays, he might pull off a win. But I'm taking Cardinals in this one.
Wow, I like the upset. Mayhem in Arizona. I'm pulling for the Cardinals for multiple reasons. For one, I like to see Kylan Hill have success. Was a
Oh yeah,
Bears
he's
player,
really good with that running
went to
back.
Mississippi State. Yeah, he uses him so well. It's great. Also, if the Rams lose and I win my game, I'll get the 1 seed. So that's interesting as well. I don't think the Cardinals are going to win the game. But it's going to be close. Usually, these two when they play, it's either a Rams win by 21 or like the game comes down to the last second. They had Cardinals first year in the league. He joined late in the season. He played Jimmy, and he lost 13-12, I believe, on an extra point. So it's those type of things like that. I think that if the Cardinals can hold the game low on turnovers and stop the run game of the Rams, I think he's going to win. But I'm going to take the Rams here by 3 points. I'm going to say a last-second field goal for the win. Next, we got Chargers at Jaguars. Chargers 8-7. Jags are 5-10. His phone's still broken. I got to get with him and see if he's getting a new one. Figure out what's going on with that heading into next season for the Jags. I doubt this game will get played unless Chargers messages him. If it does get played, I'll take the Jags. Take the enemy. I know that he's got a good offense. I don't know much about the Chargers. What about you?
Yeah, I don't know much about the Chargers either. I mean, Austin Eckler's like leading MVP or Offensive Player of the Year for AFC. I know Jaguars real well. I mean, he traded me Jonathan Allen, but he's a really good user though. I mean, he has like ups and downs throughout the season, but I think he's gonna play strong for this last game as long as it gets played. That is. But yeah, I'm taking Jaguars in this one by like maybe 14-17
I like
sure.
Texans at Colts. 5-10 Texans, 4-11 Colts. Texans user, I think he definitely has the potential to be a wild card team next year moving forward. Joined this team late. He started off red hot with them. I think he's 4-0 or something like that. And he's kind of cooled down with his competition, but a good chance to move in the offseason with a win here. Going to Indianapolis, I think that he's going to get, as long as he doesn't sub all his people out, I think he should get the W. 2 plays good defense, but I think it's going to be a relatively close game. Lots of running the football. I'm going to take the Texans here by 7. What about you?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Texans here. I know he's definitely gonna play his subs because I mean he played his subs against me. But like I said, his subs played pretty well. Like that QB was not bad, that backup QB. But yeah, I'm gonna take the Texans here by 14. I know Colts user and he's not that well. He's not that well of a player. He's a little old, but yeah, I'm gonna take Texans in this AFC South game. Hope it's not like one of the last games played like it usually is.
Next, we got the Cowboys at the Broncos. The Cowboys were eliminated from the playoffs last week with a thrashing by the Bears. They're 7-8. Broncos 11-4. Both teams looking to get a W here. Both strong running teams. I think that Dwayne has more success when he runs the football instead of passing. I think that the Broncos are going to get the win here. Too much speed, too many weapons, too strong of a run game. I think that he's going to be all over this like white on rice. I'm going to take the Broncos big here.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you. I'm gonna take the Broncos big on this one. He's gonna need some momentum going into the playoffs for sure. I mean, he did win Super Bowl last season with the Jets, but
I mean, I assume this. I mean, unless you drop one of the Dolphins, this is gonna be your first round matchup too. So this should be a game where you should be watching, getting you some good game film on.
oh, would he be my first round matchup?
Yeah, you would be the 5 and he's the 4. So yep, that's
Oh,
gonna be
okay.
your first round matchup, assuming you win.
Does he locks the 4 seed, right?
He's locked into it. It is what it is. So
Okay. I mean, yeah, I hope they stream it. So
yep.
definitely gonna watch them.
Next, we got the Vikings at the Redskins. Vikes are 7-8. Skins are 6-9. I am so sick and tired of Hurt winning games. I'm pulling for the Redskins here. I'm picking the Redskins. You say it, you believe it. I think this is gonna be a strong run game. That's what Hurt does well stopping, though. So it's gonna be interesting to see that dynamic. I'm gonna take the Redskins. Very close game here by 7. He's a decent user for sure. What about you?
Vikings are 7-8, right?
Yes.
So they're at. Yeah, I think Herc is going to finish strong, go 8-8, go positive, and definitely make a run next season for sure. I just found out me and Herc live in like a 7-mile radius, so small
really?
world. Yeah. But yeah, I know Redskins user too. He's pretty good. He has some good games sometimes. But yeah, I'm gonna take Vikings in this one, maybe by 10 points.
All right. Lions Bengals. This was a CPU game for the Lions. He took the season off. Bengals won at 45-7. Let's just quickly duck in here and see some stats. Wow, Jamie Newman, 463 and 6 touchdowns. That is ridiculous. His running back, 13 for 179 and a touchdown. You see,
650 yards total.
look at his receiving stats, bro. I mean, this was definitely force feeding. 17 for 422 and 6 scores for Joseph Lewis. Definitely.
And that's your offensive rookie of the year right there.
Yeah. Had 2 different guys. One guy with 5 sacks, one guy with 7 sacks, Chaz Surratt and Khalil Mullings. The outside linebackers, what that telling me, those are outside linebacker blitzes. 13, and he's probably all-out blitzing in most plays. 3 picks from Damani Sting. Oh, yeah, it was an all-pro. Threw a couple picks in there, Definitely decent numbers. Good win for him. Last one I know is important to you. Dolphins at the Bills. He shocked you week 17 last year. He made the playoffs with that win, actually, I believe. He's 6-9 at the moment. He definitely needs to get a victory. You're 12-3. I do not believe in in college football, which I'm such a big fan of. They say the hardest thing in the world is to beat a team 2 times. Most of the time you beat someone in the regular season, you're not going to beat them in the championship game, or you're not going to beat them in the playoffs, just because they get film on you. You know what I mean? They see what you do well. I think that this is going to be one of those cases. I don't think the Dolphins, who are not playing quite as well this year, people have kind of figured them out, are going to pull the upset this week. I'm going to take Buffalo by about 14 points.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna bet against myself. Um, I think I'll pull off the win. I played him week 11. I'm looking at it right now. I beat him 38-10.
Wow. Yeah.
It was a close game to start, but then my offense just did what it does. My defense too. I don't know. He's a really good user though. Like he knows how to run the ball. But I think my D line is just going to show up today and definitely get the win in a Sunday night game.
I
So
like it.
I'm gonna get that revenge on him for last season for sure.
Let's work our way back up. We got Patriots at Ravens for our first game of the week. Pat's 11-4. Ravens are 8-7. He's won 2 games in a row. Absolutely ripped the Browns 2 weeks ago. Then he beat Dean last week. So he's playing the Pats. Definitely a good chance to humble the Pats user here. It's gonna be really interesting how this game plays out. I think Chap is no pushover by any means. You know, so it's gonna be interesting to see how Jaden plays him. Um, God, I want to take the Ravens. I really do. I think I'm gonna take the Patriots in a real close game. No disrespect to Jaden and the Pats, but Chap's a good user. It's gonna be a real close game. I think Lamar Jackson's gonna be difficult to deal with in that defense. I'm gonna take Pats by 3 points.
I don't know, man. I mean, I know Jaden quite well. He beat me twice this season. First game, or he definitely beat me. Second game, I think I beat myself. I had the ball at goal line and I just threw an interception. But I know Chap too. Chap's really well with the Ravens. He always comes from behind. I'm kind of hoping Chap wins this game. That way, if Chap wins, I don't gotta worry about winning, right?
Yeah, no, it doesn't really matter if you win or lose.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, yeah, I'm gonna take Chap in this one, probably by like 3 points, for sure.
All right, next one we got the Bears at the Saints. Saints are 6-9, eliminated from the playoffs. Bears are 11-4. Thrashed the Cowboys last week. Going to be interesting to see if they can continue that success moving into the postseason. With a victory, they're going to clinch a first-round bye. I know that's something that they definitely want to do as well. So I'm not going to pick against myself. I think the Bears are going to do what they have to do. Should put up a lot of points. Go for that rushing touchdown record for Tariq Cohen as well. I don't care how many carries it takes. So definitely going to do that. What about you? You picking the upset this week? Both CJ and Jimmy picked against me last week, so it was rough.
Honestly, no, I'm gonna take you on this one for sure. I think you're gonna get some momentum going in. I played Saints. Saints played me better than Nuke did.
Yeah, he beat.
Our score.
He's not a bad user. He beat Jaden, the Patriots user, earlier this season too.
Yeah, I only beat him by like 4 points, 5 points, I think it was. He's a real good user, but I think your team's just even better. You're definitely gonna go for that Tree Cohen record. As long as you don't get too full of yourself with it.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't. It might get me a loss.
Yeah. But hey, I would go for it too. That's a lot of XP. Is Cohen already X Factor?
Oh yeah, he's like a 97 or 98 overall.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, I would still go for it. I mean, like you said, is it a career touchdown? It's a career touchdown record,
No,
right?
no, yes, the single season touchdown record.
Oh, single season. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say you can just go for it next season, but
Yeah, no.
yeah, I would definitely try to go for it now. Don't be like the Vikings and Adrian Peterson when he only needed like 27 yards or something.
Yeah, God,
Yeah.
that's terrible. Last game of the week, the Falcons at the Giants. These two have history together. Last year, the Giants beat the Falcons in the regular season, a walk-off touchdown by Michael Pinckney, a long pass. And then they played in the playoffs, and the Falcons beat the dog shit out of them. They're playing here week 17. If the Falcons win the game, they're going to play again next week in the postseason. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this goes moving forward. Noop started off real slow last week against the Bucks, but came back strong. Played a great second half, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Um, God, it's gonna be tough. I think that Giants gonna have to open that playbook. Definitely throw the ball with Burrow and not throw picks. It needs to have strong run games with Saquon. I think ground and pound right up the middle definitely is the way to do it. Don't get into too many stretches and tosses and things like that. Too much speed on that Falcon side of the ball. I'm gonna take Atlanta here. I think this won't be a blowout. I'm gonna say by about 10 points.
Honestly, when I played Noop, I thought like not even trying to like throw shade or anything, but I think Noop played a really predictable game against me. I think if he does the same thing against Giants, I think Giants will counter it and definitely pull off the win. I'm taking Giants in this one by 14.
I like it. A big blowout there. So that's going to be it for the prediction video. Great to have you here, Efly. Definitely, as always. Um, Everybody, make sure you're getting your games in. Make sure you're streaming your games. It's supposed to be streamed. Everybody, have a good day.
See you guys.